What is up, guys? It is Pineapple King. We are here for day what? 6, 7? We're here for day 7 of the schedule predictions, and I don't really, honestly, I'm kind of forgetting the days because you know what we're doing. We're doing the Chicago Bears. We're just going in alphabetical order. I'm not keeping track of the days. Who cares about the days now these days? Come on. Right before we do it, let's go into what they did in the off season and go check down all my socials below and enter the spin. That'll be sick. I'll be doing it as soon as I hit 500 subscribers or 500 Twitch followers. We'll see what happens first. They're around the same time. They're around the same right now, which is kind of weird. Obviously, hiring Ben Johnson, crazy. Trading for Joe Thuney, all those offensive linemen is going to be great. And you drafted Colson Loveland and Luther Burden. Like, you guys focused so hard on that offense. That's ridiculous. I don't know what you're going to do for the defense, especially if you let Jalen Johnson walk, maybe. We'll see. But the defense wasn't horrible last year, but it definitely... you needed to help the offensive line. Caleb Williams got sacked 68 times. Everybody knows that stat if you know NFL. Let's just get into it here. Week 1, you open up a home game against the Vikings, and lucky you play the brand new J.J. McCarthy coming off injury, rookie. You're going to win. He's not going to be ready. I don't care, Justin Jefferson. I don't care what you have for the Vikings. He's not going to win week 1 against the revamped Bears team that's going to get a lot of hype at the beginning of the season. Which is funny because the first time you play the Lions, you're just going to get destroyed because you go to Ford Field. And there's nothing you can do. I mean, it's kind of a short game, but not really. You kind of just, like... the defense can't handle the Lions' offense. So, unfortunate. Then you come back to Soldier Field against the Cowgirls, but the girls whip you. I hate to say it. I think the Cowboys are going to be even more hyped up because they're America's team, or they're going to be like put on the chopping block basically more than the Bears. Probably one of the only teams because of the George Pickens trade, because of everything they've been doing, the Micah Parsons drama. So you start season 1 and 2, and you go to the Raiders, you lose that too. And now you're going into the bye week 1 and 3, and you're just like, is Caleb Williams the guy? Like, what do you do? Like, what's the solution here? You come out of the bye week, unfortunately, against the Commanders, and you lose that one too. So you're 1 and 4. You're like, what do we do? Luther Burden was a bust. Like, who knows? I mean, it's the defense. You got to think the Las Vegas Raiders completely revamped the offense. All these teams that you've played so far, besides the Vikings, because of J.J. McCarthy being a rookie and coming off injury, are stud offenses. That's why you're losing. Defense wins games, and you don't really have that. I mean, you kind of have a defense, but not good enough to stop these offenses. Enough to stop the Saints, though, especially at home. Saints suck. You're going to beat the Saints. Maybe this is a turnaround, and maybe not. Do you see you're playing? You're playing Baltimore in Baltimore. It's so bad. It's so bad. You know, it's just... it's another high-powered offense, and same with the Bengals in Cincinnati. Like, this first half of the schedule is actually gross. And the Bears went 5-12, and this is their first half of the schedule. Like, maybe you win the Raiders game, but I think that they revamped their team really well. Not to mention, like, you revamped your entire offense, you still have to rely on DeAndre Swift. Hopefully he does. Good. So now you're 2-6. What do? You face the Giants, which is great because at this point, who knows who the Giants quarterback is going to be. Your defense will be able to stop that. And then you play the Vikings again. J.J. McCarthy is heating up at this point. I think the Vikings start to heat up at this point. They've got the defense to keep them in games. If McCarthy can actually do really good in the second half of the season, we'll get to them later. Steelers in Soldier Field, that is a W. Who knows how Aaron Rodgers is going to play this year? It's such a wild card team now. And you have Jonnu Smith, Frymouth, that whole Miami thing too. Man. Are you feeling good? The last 3 games you went 2-1, and then you have to play the Eagles. You have to play the Super Bowl champs. What is this schedule, bro? What is this? I mean, you play in one of the hardest, if not the hardest, divisions in football right now. So I don't blame you for having a horrible schedule, but this is like out of conference games are bad. You have to play the AFC North, you have to play the freaking Ravens, Bengals. I mean, the Steelers and Browns aren't crazy, but man, the Eagles. I know. First time you play the Packers in Lambeau, you're gonna lose that one too, and it just sucks. But then you have some back-to-back games in Soldier Field, and you take a double win. You split with the Packers, and you split with the Vikings, which is, I think, is really good. And then you go against the 49ers in Carolina, and I don't think it matters. Or California, not Carolina. I'm stupid. I think you got it there. I think the Niners are falling apart at this point. Historically, they're always getting injured, especially when you have CMC. So I think they're falling apart at this point. I think they're kind of cooked. And then you're playing the Lions week 18, which just sucks because they're fighting for maybe the division, maybe in the one spot. We'll figure that out during that video. But you know what? 7-10 and going from 5-12 to 7-10 is good because you think Caleb Williams is going to be a little bit better. He's getting better every year. He didn't even play bad last year with that horrible offensive line. You upgrade the defense, and I think you can compete in this division. This division is just so hard. It's so hard, man. It's really hard. Let's head over here to the sheet. Last season, I believed in you, but the offensive line couldn't handle it. I had you going 10-7. Now it's the opposite. You guys went 5-12. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But 7-10 puts you 14th in the NFC. Now tell me that's not crazy. Tell me that's not crazy, man. What do? You're 7. I mean, that's good for one. You won more games than last season, and you're lower. So you got to feel good about that. You're 7-10. You're gonna have a top 10 pick again. So you got to feel good about that, especially whenever you improve the offense and feel better about the whole team as a whole. And honestly, I think the Packers and Lions are kind of running short on their window. Jared Goff's getting older. Jordan Love needs to kind of step up. The Packers defense is falling down. You have a chance to step into this division with the Vikings and J.J. McCarthy young as well. I think we could see a division switch in the next couple of years with the Vikings, and I know the Vikings just went 14-3 fluke season. Whatever. I think you could really be competing for a division win in a year or two from now, but not this year. But you do see some improvement, which is really good. So stay tuned tomorrow for the next video, and I will see you guys literally tomorrow, as I just said, for the next team. Alphabetical order, baby. You already know.